Okay guys, last class I told you guys the secret to being the best retoucher in the world, and that is simply just turning your layer on and off, and taking a look and seeing what you've done. So as I'm doing this, I can see that this area right here has what looks like a black smudge, and that's just because of my, excuse me, cloning. So if I wanted to fix that, now that we've talked about hardness, I can come in here with a softer brush, and I can also start to try and blend that tone in by clicking around it, and let's see if I hit that a little better. And I did. Same thing down here. I can kind of clone on that line. Just turn that off. I can make an attempt to hide that a bit more. Now, what if I wanted to not remove a specific area? I wanted to save something. Well, let me just zoom in a little bit. I can do that. I can do that simply by coming in and using my marquee tools. So if I use my marquee tool, I could theoretically make a selection like this. And then I'm just going to actually turn off that layer, make a new layer. Call that clone. I'll just delete this old layer for now. Hang on a second. Delete. The marquee tool, as we looked at last class, allows us to make selections, but how does it work with the clone? Let me actually make a smaller marquee selection, like this. There we go. So this tool prevents me from cloning outside of the selection area. So for instance, if I wanted to get rid of this S for some reason, entirely, okay, as you can see, now I'm just doing this very quick, very dirty, that does not allow me to clone outside. So it created a safety area, like so. Now ultimately we don't want to do that, but that's sort of just the basis of this. Practically, if I go over to that third document we were just working on in the last video, and I zoom in, and let me just get rid of my clone layer, clone. If I needed to preserve this a little bit more, I could use my marquee tools or my selection tools, and I'll use the last polygonal lasso tool for this one. Like this. I could theoretically clone against this line, and it's not going to affect it. And if you need to, because that's creating a very straight line, you just back up. You could, with the marquee tool, feather this a little bit, let's say 5 pixels, and this should allow you to have a safety area and not overly affect the edge of that line. So let's try that again. So polygonal lasso tool, like this, and let's say I want to try and contain myself within this area. So I'm only going to clone on the inside of this. I'm going to feather this by 5 pixels. Oops, I don't have a lot of pixels down here, so I apologize. So let's feather this by a pixel. That's better. You can see that once I deselect, I was able to fix the line itself, but everything outside of it was untouched. There you go. That's why selection tools are important. That's why we looked at it last class. You have the ability to sort of help yourself in larger areas, and that's really going to come in handy when we actually look at the full assignment.